I'm going to give you 10 great reasons to keep a food journal. I'm Clint Grimes. Let's get started. Number 1, create awareness. Too often we're just eating and not actually paying attention to what we are eating, how much we ate, how we ate it, where we ate it, when we ate it, and why we ate it. More often than not, people think they're eating much better than they actually are. But when you have to put pen to paper, the facts don't lie. Be it a notepad or an app, tracking your food can truly help to bring a whole new level of awareness and mindfulness to your diet. Number 2, creates accountability. Being accountable to someone, be it for work, at the gym, or for your diet, is a really helpful way to ensure that you stay consistent with your choices. And the reality is, the person you need to be the most accountable to is yourself. Although it may seem rather insignificant, tracking your food forces you to think twice about what you put in your mouth and therefore helps you hold more accountable to your own goals. Number 3, shows what you are doing well. Keeping a food log is not only about discovering what you're doing poorly, it can actually help show you what you're doing well so you can ensure you continue to do it. Perhaps you eat more vegetables than you thought, or are really consistent at drinking water. Whatever it may be, these good habits are often reinforced by keeping a food log and are something that you can and should feel good about. Number 4, shows you what you are not doing well. In reality, there's nothing wrong with finding flaws in your diet. It's actually a good thing because it helps you identify what you need to work on. There are areas of opportunity. They're not bad, they're just things that you can improve upon. Often mistakes, errors, or failures are the things that propel people to the biggest successes. But being able to identify them is the first step to improving them. Number 5, shows how much you eat. Tracking your food is also a great way to identify how much you actually eat. Some people overeat, others actually undereat. The first step to eating well is focusing on whole foods. The next steps are paying attention to how much you eat and what balance of macronutrients you're eating. Using an app to track your food can help paint a picture and show you if you're eating the right amount of the right things. Number 6, shows you how often you eat. As you go through the day, it's really easy to eat a handful of nuts here, an extra slice of cheese there, and a spoonful of peanut butter over there, and then before you know it, you've eaten way more food than you intended to. Not only does tracking your food help you pay attention to what you are eating in your meals, but it also helps you identify all the little things you're putting in your mouth without even realizing it. Number 7, helps with fat loss. People often tell me they're doing all the right things, but for some reason they just can't get results. However, as soon as they start tracking their food, they begin to see holes in their perfect plan. Perhaps they weren't eating enough protein. Perhaps they were eating too much. Perhaps they were eating too often. Tracking your food is an essential tool which allows you to track your progress and make adjustments where needed. Number 8, helps detect food intolerances. Different people react differently to different foods, so keeping a food log is a great way to help identify what may be affecting you. It's actually not normal to feel uncomfortable after you eat, struggle to go to the bathroom regularly, or have to go urgently all of the time. So if you're accustomed to tummy troubles but can't figure out why, tracking your food and noting how you feel each day is a great way to start to connect the dots. Number 9, helps identify patterns. Being hungry mid-morning, being tired in the afternoon, and having cravings in the evening are all things that can be related to what, where, when, and how we eat. Perhaps you never eat much for breakfast and that's why you struggle to make it to lunch, or perhaps you have a carb-heavy lunch so you always crave sweets in the afternoon. Regardless of the reason, keeping a food log can help you to identify these patterns so you can adjust them. Number 10, helps identify triggers. Tracking your food forces you to be mindful of your food choices and why you're making them, so it can help you dive deep into the why behind what you're eating. Do you always open the fridge when you walk into the house? Do you always go to the pantry looking for a snack after dinner? Often our food cues have absolutely nothing to do with actual hunger and everything to do with cravings, our environment, and how we're feeling. Free fitness tracker apps like MyFitnessPal make tracking food intake, calories, and even macros easy and efficient. Just download them from your phone's app store. Like this video if you like it, and click on this video to learn about the best post-workout foods for muscle growth. That's it. That's all. See you next time.